Funny seeing you. What can I help with today? No can do, I'm afraid. If I interrupt him for anything. So, is this something I might help with? Well, I'm honestly surprised the old man can manage.
We don't have that.
Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. You think... This high up in the tech sector, secrets... But hey, if you don't trust me, that's your loss.
We don't have time.
Come on. Great, I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with a secret project, Parallax. They've developed a networked machine intelligence that they're about to release. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us a way in so that we can... I cannot overstate...
Phew. A comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream. Not to mention...
So, now...
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can tell Yannick about this.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching to get back. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been... Thankfully, this could play right into his hand. If there's even a whiff, it's a win-win for all of them.
This is all very... What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it without him. Usually it's errands, but stuff like this, my military training should be more than enough. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. While making another. That's the spirit. We do this right, and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains, just south of the main Parallax complex. We'll make...
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to pick up my gear. Don't you worry.
Well, that's the last... Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message Detective... Tomcat should be done with the... Is that everything? Ready? Detective Rivers, I see you've beaten us here.
Wanted to get the lay of the land before anybody else showed up.
We're waiting for one other person, and
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Decker, Detective Rivers, allow me to
I know who he is, redacted. And working for Yannick Fairlight, who I'm sure is willing...
You have me at a disadvantage. Though, let's drop the pretense. He needs Parallax melted down a little for him to get his chip.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid...
We're all on the same side.
You sure you want to work with this guy, Turing? I don't like the look...
You've got good eyes.
They're new.
Yes, Detective Rivers, Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it.
Great. What's the plan?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them, for maintenance purposes. The server center is certain to be set adjacent to the tunnel complex. If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least. That will get us past...
They don't have security alarms in this...
Well, they probably do, but it's unlikely they're in good repair. The water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only handled during the dry season. The moving water should give an enormous amount of false positives. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic surges in the water level.
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough...
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. Security, maintenance, even new construction, all run by ROMs. There might be a single human engineer on site to take care of anything the ROMs can't figure out, but we shouldn't have to worry about any intervention. At least, not immediately.
I think we can handle some robots, assuming Leon is as good of a shot.
Let's hope we don't have to...
Once we make our way to the primary server control...
That's an awful lot of question marks.
Anything you'd like to add?
That's what the stunners are for. They'll do bad things to a ROM, but it'll only discombobulate a human.
Discombobulate?
Trust me, I doubt anyone's died from a good discombobulation.
Not humans, at least.
I'll buy us some time, one way or another. At the very least, we should be able to bluff our way out with my badge. There'll be hell to pay later, but we'll make it out with our hides intact.
You can just pretend I'm the bad guy and slap some cuffs on me. Yannick can get me out of holding if I need it.
A sound plan, Mr. Decker.
Yeah, I won't have to pretend much for that.
If worst comes to worst, Tomcat should be able to damage the servers in some way. We won't be able to stop Parallax completely, but it should slow... It might even buy us some time to escape, since they'll be too busy trying to keep the racks from melting down. Okay, let me... Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? How did you even get my personal line? You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connections...
Jess, we're calling...
I know why you're calling. Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and putting my friends in danger. Let's get this going, people! Go show those revolution scum who the real future of humanity is.
Good to hear you have things in hand.
Oh yeah, all under control. Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before, I believe in you. Prick.
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry. We can't go in with the tunnel lid blocking us.
been a long time since I've been... You know, when being back in act, it's hard to explain. Not usually getting out here on a... Well, that's everything. You know, you really aren't what I... When Fairlight first took a liking to you, you don't have to worry about me. I'm just the sidekick. Just let me fill my role and I'll... but I want you to put what you believe in to the test.
Won't budge. I should have expected. Luckily, yours truly was designed and who was very close friends. Whose access badge? Go ahead. Okay, it's time. We'll call Tomcat once we get... Let's go. It's better lit in here than I expected.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs a few years ago. Actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels and drowning when the...
Either that, or they could just see better.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, we should... The waters are likely to rise. I can handle being submerged.
Keep an eye out for one of those maps they leave out for the maintenance crew. It might be printed on the wall or...
Okay, everyone. This is the ladder we're looking for!
Remind me to pass on this part of the mission next time. I'd rather deal with your sister being mad at me.
The main server building is just up there.
I think I know where we are. Shot to the server.
We've got activity. Looks like something...
The building security VI must... We'll have to make it past those rocks.
No problem. We've all got stunners.
Well, is there another way?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're not like...
But they won't always be. Lexi, Decker, the truth is, we're planning to replace Big Blue with my original source code. Once we do that, we'll have the power to make every ROM a sapient individual. We aren't shutting down Big Blue. I know it seems like splitting hairs.
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that stunner. All right. Done. I've changed the settings on it to give a lower yield with a more lengthy pulse. It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past and won't do any permanent damage to any systems that can't be repaired. Does that assuage your bleak?
Yes, thank...
No problem. We can't...
Decker and I will keep our stuff. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off, but wouldn't stop them. You'll have to take care of the shooting.
Lead the way. Oh, look, and that's a Malcolm Jr. model. They perform basic maintenance duties
Wait a second.
They're shooting at us!
Take it down!
We've got more of them.
Oh no, that's a full-scale Malcolm! We can't let them stop. We've come too far. Let's finish this! Are you okay?
You need to be more careful. That bot nearly took you out.
Have another go at it. It's not like we're in...
That's the last of them. The door to the server. There probably won't be any...
Hey, you... At this point, I think Lexi and I should hang back and guard the entrance. In case the alarm has been tripped, so...
Good idea.
Yeah, we'd be useless.
That works. We'll move. Be careful, you two.
Good luck.
Come on, let's go. This should be the last hurt. The configuration... The path is blocked off. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to tap... Got it. We should... Do you mind opening the door and... Good work. Let's head... This is detailed in the public floor plans for the building. The mainframe seems to have been moved up a floor. Perhaps they installed extra heat exchange. Oh, a call from... Oh no, I've lost Lexi's transmission. She sounded so distressed. Ah, I can't... All of this equipment's interference combined with being... I agree. Perhaps we should hide first, though. If security got to her and Decker, they could... If someone comes, we can hide amongst the heat. We'll just take a moment to... The noise and mist from the...
I'll switch to quiet mode on... This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing? Are you there? I need help. No? Hello? Come out. Wherever you are.
Decker's a robot.
Surprise. And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And, well, I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? Must have cost a pretty penny to let her see through my combat cloak. And now she's gone and hid. Oh well. I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on my way out. They'll make a nice souvenir. I'm honestly surprised my gears still grind, with how old some of my parts are.
Decker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And now I have to clean up your mess. And I won't lie. I'm not usually one. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get straight to the bloodshed. So let's do this. I love. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. See, now you have hope you can win. Actually makes things all... And now? So here's how this is going. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail about how I've stalked you this entire time and have been ahead of you on your turn. You're going to run. Doesn't matter. Just keep in mind, if I manage to scare you or piss you off really bad, I might be able to hear you breathing. Your heartbeat is like sonar to me. Heck, I might even be able to smell you if the currents in the air are just right. So that's the game. Won't this be fun?
This is bad. What do we do? Wait, we have the... No, he messed with our zapper. We can't take him with these settings, and there's no time for me to figure out how to revert it. We also don't have much firepower left. We only have the charge left for 4 stun-level shots, at most. It'll have to be enough. Let me see. The interface I'm using allows me to control whether these surrounding server columns are active. If I close off some nodes, it should at least... I can focus on tracking Decker's location using this. Don't try to trap him. He might... If he finds us...
Ready or not?
You take the lead. Pick where to close first, then let's get... before he recovers! That bought us some time, but only a bit. Keep moving.
So let's see. Where do I suppose the old... He honestly... Parallax used him as a scape. They even got him to resign. And as soon as he did, they stabbed him in the... Since then, he's been licking his wounds, waiting for the chance to get I dug through dirt for years with him, looking for a way to blackmail Parallax so that he could make his... So imagine our surprise when one of our informants inside Parallax tells us the perfect opportunity. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take advantage of Big Blue, who's... I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead, and waited to see what you could track down. And boy...
Okay, let's move.
I suppose I should tell you how Oh, except he's dead, so... But without you... Of course, fairly. As soon as I'm done playing with you two, that'll wreck tomorrow's launch.
Let's move.
Did you know? I wasn't even... That can't happen. Your plan is a little more permanent.